I don't condone stealing, but today I'm going to be stealing the spells of my opponents after every single win. We have a very fun starting deck here, guys. We're playing Hog with the Goblin Barrel. It was a really good deck all the way back in 2017, but it's kind of slowly drifted off in the meta since then. But I think it could be really fun, and maybe it could actually work out nicely for us here today. Ooh, this guy does have the Vines, and he also played the Snowball as well, so if we can win here, guys, we're going to have to play both of those spells in our deck instead of our current spells. Kind of had a bad starting hand without the poison, so I feel like this is not going to go too well for us right now. Nice little bit of, Goblin Barrel damage on the pump, though, at least. Hopefully we don't just get completely overwhelmed by the elixir lead that pumps can give over time. I think we just go for a Bridge Princess right here. I don't really have much else to do right now. Guys, this is kind of a dumb play, but I have to go for this here. It basically activates his King Tower for free, but then we hit both pumps. I could have just not got his King up, but then I would have only hit one pump, and I would have been probably down a little bit too much elixir, so I don't really regret doing that. I'm just going to go for a gang here to pressure. I feel like this guy may have Xbow, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Okay, so we do get our Knight down. And I think we just go for a nice log right here. Hopefully we hit another Fire Spirit. Nice! Alright, so why do we have Goblin Drill Pump for? Can we just talk about that? Why do we have Goblin Drill Pump for? Are we like crazy, or what exactly is our deal right now? Anyways, we are doing okay. Okay, guys, he goes for another pump. And wait a minute, I just realized, guys, the Goblin Drill is actually a spell, right? No, it's a building. It's a building. Okay, thank goodness. Because otherwise I would have been pretty annoyed having to play a Goblin Drill Hog Rider deck. That would not have been ideal. I kind of regret getting his King up, though, I'm not going to lie. It would have been beneficial if he was playing Xbow, but I feel like since he doesn't have Xbow, it's kind of just terrible for us that I let him get his King up. That is a very nice Knight and kind of a bad set of Vines here, so I'm just going to go for a Hog Rider and try to punish him a little bit for that. He does get the Evo Valkyrie down, but, like, that's still good for me. I think we just ignore this pump right here, guys, and we try to, hopefully finish out the game. I know he probably wants to go for a drill very soon. We're just going to go for a gang in the back. I love going for a gang like this against the drills. It almost always is going to stop them pretty well. He goes for a very late set of Vines, really bad Vines. We could just go in for the Hog Rider plus the Evolved Knight. Gonna also get a nice Goblin Barrel. And honestly, I just don't see him defending this. This guy really just did not play that good this game. Hog does get the nice hit on the tower. We could just go for a log here as well to knock the Furnace back. Maybe get our Princess on the tower potentially. Come on, Princess. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're fine. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness for that final Princess shot, guys. We take the first win. I'm not going to lie, guys, our opponent might have very well done us a favor because having the Vines and the Snowball in this deck actually looks really good. Especially the Vines I'm pretty happy to have. Unfortunately, though, the Fisherman does get his King Tower up. You could sometimes Snowball the Fisherman away when they try to get their King up with it, guys, but I just didn't know that he would have Fisherman, so I didn't have my Snowball at the ready. So, you know, very good plays by this guy. Just Pekka first play. Okay, Bomber. You don't have to do all that. You do not have to do all that. That's going to get like 5 hits on my tower. Oh, no. He's saying well played. Wow. Good game. Oh, man, he has the Goblinstein. Okay, I'm just going to go for a Princess in the back right here. This might be a little bit awkward for us to defend, honestly. I don't really think I have too much to do here. I could Inferno Tower, but I kind of want to save it, just knowing that he probably has Goblin Giant. I am going to go for a gang to the side here, guys. The reason why I'm playing it on the side is because if you play it right on the, Goblin Monster, they just ability to kill everything. But if you play it kind of on the side, then you're able to avoid that ability, at least partially. Obviously, your Goblins walk into it, but your Spear Goblins can end up doing a little bit better and just will not die right away. He does go for the Vines on defense, which is actually pretty clutch for us, guys, because we still get a Hog hit, and we have our Inferno Tower now. So, it's looking pretty good. This guy also BM'd me earlier, so I'm just going to say well played back to him, and, it's time to come back right now, guys. I think we could get a nice barrel down as well. Him using the guards means that our barrel can probably do pretty well. He does have the arrows as well. We do get our Vines down, but not quite on the Bomber, unfortunately. Still heavy damage regardless, though. Okay, he's already wishing me the good luck. He's probably going to make, like, the biggest Pekka push I've ever seen in my whole life. He even has the Goblinstein as well, which is kind of annoying. Oh my gosh. I think we just go for the vines here, guys, right on top of this, because I know he probably has his vines ready, so I just want to make sure that it will not be enough for him to break through. Wait, those vines are kind of trashed by him because his push is already basically dead here. What I'm going to do is snowball right now so I can afford to get back to an Inferno Tower. If he does get back to his vines... Okay, he is back to his vines now. He does go for them very late, but it doesn't really matter because we kill his whole push with our vines. Alright, it's time to go for the Hog Rider Goblin Barrel push here. And let's see if there's any way for him to actually defend this. Oh, his Fisherman does get on my Hog, but it still hits the tower for 2 hits. Nice. Alright, let's get ready for him to spam something. See, this is why you don't BM too early. This is a valuable lesson to this guy. This is why you don't BM too early. Nice, we get this down. Let's just go for a barrel. I don't think there's any way for him to stop this. There really shouldn't be. Oh, he gets his own vines down, though. But Hog Rider gets on the tower, and we take the win. Well, we have unfortunately now officially lost the Goblin Barrel in our deck, so we're going to have no real secondary way to get damage here with this deck now, guys. We only have the Hog Rider itself, but we don't have any additional way to get damage. We are facing a giant player, so it's kind of nice that we have the Inferno Tower here. But guys, the only issue is that I was using the defensive barrel a lot before, but now I obviously don't have the barrel, so we're not going to get that extra defense against something like a Prince. Okay, he goes for the Mega Minion in the back. I'm just going to set up with the Princess. I think we need to play some really smart defense here to win this game, and we have to just control the tempo of it a lot as well. I think right now I do have to go for my Goblin Gang. I'm kind of trying to save it for the Prince as much as possible, because I'm sure he will have a normal Prince in his deck somewhere. But it's okay. We're probably going to just be able to like go for vines and stuff like that if he goes for a Prince. Yeah, he does go for the Prince right here. I think we just go for the early vines right now just to allow our stuff to take down a good amount of its HP. We do make him go for a zap, but look at our cycle right now, guys. What do I even do here? I think I literally have to just sacrifice a Princess. There's literally nothing else I could do there. Luckily, Prince does die, though. Alright, he goes for the Giant in the back. I'm going to go for a Hog Rider opposite lane. I feel like he might Dark Prince on it or something. No, he goes for the Mega Minion. I'm okay with that, though. So, guys, so far we know that he has the Zap in his deck, but I don't know if he has, like, maybe a Lightning or something random. He honestly could have Lightning, so that could potentially be a pretty big issue for us if he does have that. He does get a decent Dark Prince down, but I feel like we're still fine. He does have the Rage as well, and there is the Lightning. But luckily the Giant is pretty much dead already. Yeah, that's basically a dead Giant at this point. He's probably going to have to respond to my Evo Knight here, so I'm going to pressure other side to try to catch him in a bad spot. Hog Rider is probably going to get a nice couple hits here because of the Vines. Dude, Vines Hog Rider is actually so broken. The only reason I don't run Vines in some of my main Hog Rider decks right now is really just because of the fact that with the Vines you can't get through buildings as easily. But if you're facing a non-building deck, Vines are kind of broken. So we can just go for the Vines here on the Evo Bomber, and honestly, I don't think he can defend that, yeah. We take his tower down, and I guess we're going to play a Lightning Hog Rider Zap Arrows deck. That'll be pretty interesting. Just gonna Evo Snowball, so good for saving you when you're in a tight spot. And looks like we take a very nice win. Just gonna go for my Vines here and secure the win. I mean, guys, our deck is a little bit heavy right now with the Lightning up in here, but I could see it working, though. Lightning is pretty nice to take down stuff like Witches and could help us break through some buildings. This guy does have Goblin Gang, and the Chef Tower might be... I don't know if it's going to be like a Golem deck, something like that, maybe. I'm going to get my Hog Rider down right here. We do play it right into a Dark Prince, though. I almost wonder if it could be Sparky as well. If it's going to be Sparky, we actually have double reset in the Lightning and the Zap as well. He does have the Pekka, okay. I really don't know what the heck this is going to be. I think we just go for the Goblin Gang right here on this side. This command could have an unexpected balloon or something. That's what I'm scared about. Because I want an Inferno Tower for the Pekka, but I don't know if he's going to randomly pull out a balloon and just destroy me. Shoot, I think I just have to go for this up high. I don't know. That's going to kill the Magic Archer, distract the Battle Ram. Okay, it doesn't kill the Magic Archer. Gotta pull this Pekka to the middle. I know the Magic Archer will get a lot of damage on my tower, guys, but I think this is actually okay. That was actually a pretty clutch defense, unless I spoke too soon. I think we're going to defend here okay. Wow, what a beautiful Goblin Gang placement, and, you know, Magic Archer gets a lot of damage, but that was really as good as I could have hoped for. Alright. Hopefully he has some good spells in his deck, so we end up with something nice. I'm going to go for a princess right here, which is going to take down the gang pretty nicely. We also have to be really careful because oftentimes if the Pekka players are smart, they try to go for like an inside battle ram together with their Pekka to distract their Inferno Tower. So we have to be careful about that. He does have Fireball. I'm fine, honestly, with Fireball. I could Evo Zap here, but I feel like that would just be an overcommit, and yeah, it wouldn't really do anything for me. Alright, I'll just get the Inferno Tower down. If he goes for a Magic Archer, we can actually Evo Zap and Rage onto it. Yeah, I feel like it's worth it. It's going to fully take it out, and he does go for his own Evo Zap, but it's just not really enough for him to do much of anything. Alright, I could Hog Rider right now, but I'm just going to kind of try to play it a little bit chill here. Going to get my Princess down. Just want to see if he's going to spam his Battle Ram or something like that. Maybe I'll even Evo Knight on this side, guys, just to kind of bait him out, force him to respond to it. Then we go for a Hog Rider here on this side. And I'm going to Rage 2 in case he goes for a Pekka. Yeah, so he goes for the Pekka, but if we Zap here, do we get 2? Nice, we get 2 hits. Oh shoot, his Ram connected though. Oh, and by the way, guys, it looks like this man has 2 spells, and we currently have 3 spells in our deck. So what we're going to do is just replace one of the original cards of the deck that I took out. If, you know, if we face a guy that has less spells than we currently have in our deck. Oh, shoot, he has the Electro Wizard. And wait, guys, I could be mistaken, but I think he does have the Evo Battle Ram in cycle, so we have to watch out for that. Oh, wait, I just realized all we have to do is Lightning right now. I think this guy didn't know I had Lightning. Good game. So guys, since our last opponent only had 2 spells, I decided to add the Goblin Barrel back to our deck. So, yeah, we have a pretty nice variation right here. We have the Fireball and the Zap. I'm pretty happy with that, actually. I don't think it's quite as good as Vines or something in this deck, but it's definitely up there a little bit. This guy does have the Vines himself, so if we can win here, we could steal his Vines out of his deck and get that back with our deck, which would be pretty nice. I'm just going to go for a Hog Rider, I guess. He has the Chef Tower, so we know it's a beatdown deck automatically. He does have the Mini Pekka. I could Zap here to get a hit, but I'll just leave it be, just in case. Yeah, he does have Goblin Giant. But guys, I have the Defensive Barrel now. He does go for the Zap. I'm kind of glad I played the Defensive Barrel, honestly. Guys, I'm kind of happy, actually. If I didn't play that Defensive Barrel, I feel like the Mini Pekka might have just destroyed me. Dude, that Mini Pekka for real would have just destroyed me if I didn't play that Defensive Barrel. It definitely would have got through my Knight. Ooh, that is bad timing on the Princess. Kind of an overcommit by me, but hopefully I get away with it. Oh, that was a bad Electro Wizard, though. I don't know why he did that. He was going to take out my Princess either way with, like, the Dark Prince and everything. Gotta get a last-second Zap, and I think that should be definitely some damage for him, but nothing too insane. Okay, I think what we do here is make some nice double lane pressure. He does go for a Sparky, but look at this, guys. We get a Evo Barrel Hog push. The only issue is I don't have much for this Mini Pekka right now. See, guys, I think most people would go for like a Knight or something on the Mini Pekka, but what I'm going to do is actually Inferno Tower, because it's going to kill the Mini Pekka, let it get 1 hit on the tower, but then it will also counter the Sparky push. If I had gone for a Knight on the Mini Pekka, I think I would just lose the game right now, so very glad that I didn't. Now, the very nice thing for us here is that we have the Zap. He does have the Vines, though, which is, I guess, a little bit annoying. Whoa, thank goodness that Sparky didn't shoot. Bro, I'm so thankful that Sparky didn't splash my tower. I thought for sure that would shoot my tower. Alright, let's go for a Bridge Princess here. He has to respond to it. He can't not respond to a Bridge Princess. Alright, let's just get a Hog Rider down right here in the middle. Get this down as well. I think we're actually okay. Yeah. It's kind of hard to get much hog damage though, guys. Oh shoot, this Electro Wizard is probably going to get a lot of damage. We have good damage on both sides ourselves, though, so we can really push into whichever lane we want to at this point, guys. Alright, I think I just go for an Inferno Tower for right now. I could Hog Rider on the right side, but I feel like it wouldn't really do too much, so I'm actually going to go for it on this side. Now, he might Mini Pekka, but I'm just going to try to Evo Zap here. Nice, the Evo Zap is going to allow us to get a nice hog hit on the tower. Mini Pekka should be just about dead here to the Inferno Tower. We're going to get a nice Evo Barrel down. The Doll Barrels won't really do anything, but you know, it's still blocking his Sparky shots, I guess, sometimes. I'm going to go for the gang down low right here, then we just can Zap to reset the Sparky. Oh, no. Oh, no, guys. Oh, no. I don't think we're going to win this one. Wait, we actually survive? Okay, guys, if we can win here, we're going to take Zap plus Rage, which would be interesting, I guess. But, dude, I don't think we're going to be able to win this one, honestly. That Hog Rider should get a hit. Nice, we get one hit on the tower. Big hit right there. Come on, man. I want to go for my barrel, but I'm just scared of a Goblin Giant. Okay, let's go for that barrel now. If we get some chip damage here, we could maybe just Fireball Cycle. Nice, we get one hit. Okay, let's just go for the Fireball Cycle. Just got to get all of our cheapest cards down on the map right here, get back to our Fireball, and I think we win. Okay, guys, let's go for the defensive Evo barrel. I'm losing my voice right now, but I think we got him. We're also going to get Vines as well, which will be nice. Dude, I'm actually pretty surprised we won that Sparky game. I'm going to go for the Bridge Princess here, guys. We have Vines back in our deck now. We have also the Zap and the Rage, so pretty good spells combo right here. Our opponent does have the Cannoneer Tower. I kind of wish I had the barrel in my deck still, but we ended up having to take it out for some of the spells that we just added, so can't really abuse our Evo barrel here, since we obviously don't have it. I guess I could just Zap on this, might get an extra Hog hit. Oh no, we just barely don't. But we can always go for the Zap plus Rage combo on the minions later in the game, which could be really good to catch them by surprise with. I feel like with a deck like this, sometimes your opponents do have really good counters to you, and you can't really seem to break through too easily, or you shouldn't be able to break through too easily, but just the surprise factor alone can do a lot sometimes. This guy actually may have a Giant Graveyard deck. I think it has to be Giant Graveyard. I'm pretty happy that we have the Inferno Tower, though, to take down the Giant, and he has no way to reset it, I believe. I'm going to play my Split Goblin Gang in the back right now, guys, so that way if I go for a Hog Rider, we have one Spear Goblin helping. Okay, let's go for a Hog Rider here. We have the one Spear Goblin, so if he goes for, like, minions or something, we are probably going to get a lot of damage. Can we do get our Vines down? But we still get no damage. Wow, that kind of sucks. Dang, I thought we'd at least get one hit with the Vines right there. But yeah, definitely our later Hog Riders can get some nice damage. Because normally bowlers really clog up the lane and stuff, but with our Vines, we can just get our Hog Rider straight to the tower before the bowler can even fire a shot. Okay, the Evo Witch definitely does look like the most annoying part of this matchup because we didn't get any good big spell out of the Sparky player. Dude, I think I literally have to Inferno Tower. I don't know what else I do here. I just could go for like a gang or something useless that would just put me in a pretty bad spot, so I think we just Vines the Witch as well. Yeah, those are some good Vines. We can just Rage the Graveyard. I'm pretty happy that we have a lot of small spells to deal with everything. Alright, he goes in for the Giant in the back. I am going to play my Bridge Princess right here. He might Guards or something. Yeah, he does go for the Guards. The Inferno Tower is going to take them down a little bit, though, so I guess we're okay for right now. I'm just going to go for an Inferno Tower way high up here to take that down right at the bridge. Nice, he literally can't stop that. We can just Evo Zap on the minions, clear them up pretty quickly, get a Rage down as well, maybe. Nice, we're right on the bowler there. Nice, dude, that's so good. Princess does get the final shot as well on the bowler. Hopefully this Inferno Tower will be able to clear up the Witch, but we'll see if that ends up working out or not for us. We could probably get a Rage down, though, if we need it in a second here when his Witch spawns some more skeletons. Yeah, let's get a Rage down. And we actually clean up that push pretty easily. Definitely got to spam these Princesses a lot in this match. Also, guys, just a very random thing I randomly thought of, guys. If you're opening a Lucky Drop and you click it with all 4 fingers at the same time, it allows you to insta-open the Lucky Drop, basically. Like, you completely unlock it instead of having to tap it a bunch of times, so if you didn't know that and you just learned that, guys, subscribe. Honestly. Alright, this Hog Rider might get a hit on the tower. Inferno Tower is also going to take out the bowler. It's really just the Princess saving me by the hair of my chinny chin chin right now. Because this Storm is kind of hard to stop. The Guards should be dead here, though. He goes for the Giant, but it's not really going to do anything too crazy, I think. We do have our Evo Zap to reset the Witch. Okay, that's very good. Nice. Alright, guys, I'll tell you what we're going to do now. We needed a little bit more damage to secure this, so we're going to Hog Rider. He goes for the bowler, of course, but then we just Vines here. And then that should be a Hog hit, right? There's no way that's not a Hog hit. Nice, we get a Hog hit, finally. Took us only a little while. If he goes for a Graveyard with no Giant, I feel like it's just not really going to do that much, so he's going to have to build up a bigger push here. We could just go in for the Hog Rider right here, and then we're just going to Rage on the Witch, get our Vines down as well. Bro, I love the Vines, man. I would literally just never get to the tower without them. We could just get a nice Inferno Tower kind of at the bridge right here. He might Giant on the left side, though. We have to watch out for that, potentially. No, he goes for another Giant right into our Inferno Tower. That was such a good set of Vines. Such a beautiful Zap. The Evo Witch is not dead yet, but it should die maybe to the Inferno Tower. Oh my gosh, man. This game is beautiful right now. He does go for a prediction Evo Snowball, but we could just go for the Rage here. get our Goblin gang down, then we just go in for the Hog Rider. Prediction Vines. Okay, we clip a couple of the guards there, and we get a nice hog hit on the tower. Let's freaking go, guys. That was a nice one. Wait a minute! I just realized we have to take Graveyard now. No way, guys. You have to be trolling. I didn't even realize it at the time, but Graveyard is actually a spell, guys, so we're stuck with Graveyard now. Graveyard Hog Rider. Imagine we face a Fisherman or a Tornado, and our opponent just gets their king up off of it, and then we, you know, have to try to do our best with our Graveyard. On the bright side, though, guys, even though Graveyard is kind of terrible in terms of, like, the synergy with our deck, we do have the Arrows and the Snowball, and those spells are gonna, you know, help us maybe get pretty decent Graveyard pushes. Also, our opponent here does have the Cannoneer Tower, which could potentially give us a chance to get decent Graveyards off, even without really the best support. But we are facing a Logbait deck here, which is really annoying, I think, for us. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he has like a Dart Goblin or something. I assume he probably does have that, but we'll see, though. Just getting our Hog Rider down here. We could go for a nice Snowball on the barrel. I kind of want to catch this guy off guard with the Graveyard, or at least go for it when I have some sort of support down. Because if I just go for it too aggressively, I think he just goes for a Dart Goblin. You know what? Now that I think about it, guys, maybe right here we could get a Graveyard opportunity. And I'm actually going to go for the Graveyard first before the Knight, because when you're facing Cannoneer Tower, it just can't deal with the Swarm, but it can deal with the tanks pretty well. So there's no point to have the Knight tanking. Tell me I didn't miss that. Nice, man. Thank goodness we hit that. Tower does actually go on the Knight. What? How did he get so lucky? He took no damage? You know, Berserker is a really good Graveyard counter too, to be fair, but I don't even think it really was on my Graveyard. That was just the other stuff doing all the work for him. Wow, I can't believe that Graveyard really got, like, nothing. Very good Princess, though. I mean, it doesn't kill the Wall Breaker, but, like, it still did most of its job there. But yeah, the Graveyard definitely could be good if we get a little bit of a bigger push this time, maybe. He has no building either, guys. He only has Vines, I'm pretty certain, so I don't know. Stuff could work out. Okay, I'm going to go for another Graveyard here. Ooh, I think I have to Evo Snow on this. Maybe that was a bad Evo Snow. I probably should have used the arrows on that and then the Evo Snow on the Valkyrie. Yeah, I think I kind of messed up there, guys. I think I should have done that in reverse order. I wanted to have the arrows for, like, the Dart Goblin, but maybe I should not have actually done that in hindsight. We're just going to go for the arrows here on the barrel. He does get his Vines down right there, which means that he can't Vines on my Hog Rider. Wait a minute. He played the Dart Goblin, so this should be good for us now, right? Nice, we fully counter the Wall Breakers there somehow, even though I snowballed them kind of, like, towards my tower. But Berserker's absolutely carrying this guy right now, so stuff is still not going amazingly. It's really anyone's game at this point, I guess. Ooh, we just go for the Vines on the right side, but it means that he has to take a Hog Rider hit to his face, so I guess it's worth it for us. Just gonna go for the Snowball here on this, so then we can actually get a nice arrows on the Wall Breakers and the Dart Goblin as well. Berserker should die here, but I don't know, it could just get a ton of damage for no reason. Okay. Guys, one thing we have not gone for yet is the Graveyard Hog Rider combo, so I'm going to go for it now. And we can just get a nice Evo Snow to push away the Valkyrie and the Berserker. Yo! No way, guys. Yo, I think it worked. And the Princess killed the Fire Spirit. We take the win. Let's freaking go.